AMD JCB. Anyhow, while they're setting up, let me tell you a little bit about this wee Nissan Micra that's coming towards me. This is a fantastic little Micra. It participated in the 2016 Mongolian Rally. That went from London to outer Mongolia, and it was driven by two local lads from Money, Sam Hall and Lewis Gall. They took 6 weeks to get the wee Micra to outer Mongolia. It's sponsored by AMD Contract Services, and took 6 weeks to get there, but when it had to be freighted back home, it took 6 months. But what an achievement for the lads, Sam Hall and Lewis Gall. And what's more, their huge effort raised money for various charities, including Asthma UK, Crohn's and Colitis UK, Teenage Cancer Trust, and several other. So what an achievement. So let's have a big hand for the boys from Money that drove to outer Mongolia. Well done, lads. Now, as they're setting up these awesome looking obstacles, I can really tell you that Dougie Lampkin is a legend. 12 times world champion. That was 7 outdoor championships and 7 indoor championships. He's won the Scottish 6-day trial no less than 12 times. He's even had a double on the same season where he won the infamous Scott trial in Yorkshire. So he's really the top-notch trials rider, the world's greatest legend. Of course, he comes from a dynasty. The Lampkin family from Yorkshire have achieved so much in motorcycling, right back to the 50s when his Uncle Arthur appeared in the TV Scrambles, along with his Uncle Alan, who was known as Sid, who is an accomplished trials and scrambles rider. And Dougie's late father, Martin, was the first ever trials world champion. So Dougie has followed in his father's footsteps. He's gone that wee bit further and won the World Championship 12 times. So what an achievement. So let's have a big hand for Dougie Lampkin. Now, I can tell you there's one or two of us in the newly formed Galloway Club who have ridden trials over many years. But suffice to say, there's nobody willing to step in if Dougie was to hurt himself or take ill or whatever, because it's a different standard we're talking about here. So we can look forward to it. To be honest, the obstacles in the centre of the ring, to me they look awesome. They don't look like something any of us would wish to ride over. Oh, now here's Dougie coming over. Dougie, can you give us a minute? All right, let's have a wheelie. Now, talking about wheelies, I don't know if any of you ever saw this on TV recently, but Dougie wheelied the entire 37.7 miles of the Isle of Man TT circuit. Funnily enough, he says he'd never do that again. Don't know why, but it's difficult enough to wheelie for 500 yards, but to wheelie without the front wheel touching the ground for 37.7 miles is quite an achievement. Did you notice that he elbowed into me there? Maybe that's how he won his world championships. He just elbowed everybody out of the way. Dougie, lovely to see you here. How does it feel to be at Drumlanrig at the Galloway Country Fair?
Yeah, it's great to be here. I've been hearing about it the last couple of weeks from yourself and Fraser. And to be honest, when I set off this morning, there was a lot more rain at my house. So I thought, when I get to Scotland, this is going to be torrential. But yeah, you brought the sun for me, so that's great.
Hey, the bike that Dougie's riding today, there's something special about this bike, and I'll get him to tell us a wee bit about it in a minute. It's actually called a Vertigo, and Dougie has been instrumental in its design and development. So, for those of you who've never heard of the company Vertigo, or seen a Vertigo trials bike, you're seeing one today. Dougie, tell us a wee bit about this project.
Yeah, basically, I mean, I've ridden for quite a few manufacturers. I've won the majority of my championships with Honda. And throughout all this time, I've known a Spanish man who's ridden in sort of our most famous trial, the Scottish 6 Days trial, for 25 years. And he's always wanted to make his own bike. And I've always managed to convince him that it was probably not a great idea. But, you know, he announced that it was happening with or without me. So, yeah, from a sketch on a piece of paper at lunchtime one day through to this, I've been involved throughout the whole process, which for a rider, that's fantastic really. I've always been interested in the development side, so to have the opportunity to go from start to production bikes, it's been fantastic.
Now, Dougie, you've, as you quite rightly said, you've ridden for top teams throughout your career. You've been a top team member. You've given the teams the results they needed. World Championships aplenty. How does it feel being the Vertigo team manager? It's a different ball game. It's a totally different thing. Tell us a little bit about your management job.
Yeah, no, it's a massively different role. Obviously, when I was riding, I had a team manager, had 2 mechanics, people coming round with me all the time, and now I'm in that role. And it's not really a sort of scientific way of putting it, but basically you feel like a bit of a babysitter. You know, when they're having a bit of a tantrum, you have to sort of hold the hand a little bit, and sometimes you have to tell them off now and again. So it's no different to me having 2 children at home, really. It's just have to put them in the place a little bit.
Well, you're a big Yorkshire lad, and I'm sure they're not going to argue with you in that situation. Can I ask about the Vertigos that are now on the circuit? How many have been built and sold? How many do you think are competing at the moment?
Yeah, it's only a small factory at the moment. You know, definitely walking before we run. It's happened a bit in the past where sort of blown the brains out a little bit, really, and fortunately the boss has, well, he's got a few quid, however you're supposed to put that, but yeah, no, we produce about 1,200 bikes a year at the moment, so yeah, it's a nice comfortable number. I work into the UK, several other importers around the world, and yeah, it's still nice to be involved with the bikes. You know, I've not sort of been in the championships for so long. It's 2003 was my last World Championship win, so yeah, it's nice to be, you know, doing things like this, plenty of people around, so I was going to say enjoying myself, but I was surprised with that. I was going to swear then, but that digger, somebody's decided to put a cage over the front of it, and it's wet and it's metal, and yeah, so I'm looking for any excuse not to go over there, but I think there's a few too many people in.
Yeah, Dougie, I'll tell you what, we're not letting you out of here without you riding up and over that JCB, and please don't damage it.
I'm not bothered about that, it's me.
Okay, folks, well, Dougie, we'll have a word with you in a minute, but let's have a big round of applause for Dougie Lampkin.
Oh, right, the one that's speaking. He's 19, he's cleared to understand this.
Hang on a minute, Dougie's asking if he can ride over the Nissan Micra. Oh, well, hang on a minute, Dougie. You might crack the windscreen. And being a Yorkshireman, I'm not sure you're going to pay for it. What do you think, Derek? Is he allowed to ride over the car? Oh, hey, he says yes. All right, do you think he should ride over the car? Boys and girls, how many people think he should ride over the car? Let's have a show of hands. Should he ride over the car? Yes, everybody says. Sorry, Derek, he's riding over the car. And if he cracks the windscreen, tough. Let's see, I don't know how he's going to do this. He's approaching it. He's a bit gingerly. He is a 12 times world champion, remember? Whoa, look at that. Well done, Dougie. Let's have a big round of applause. Fantastic. Dougie, I think that was a fluke. I don't think you could do that twice. There's no chance that you could... Sorry? There's no chance that you could do that twice. Do you think you could do it twice, folks? Anybody want to see him do it again? Yes. What's that? Oh, it's steaming. A bit like some of the Galloway club wire last night. Okay, come on then, Dougie. Try and cool it down a bit. Here we go, folks. He's coming up again. Is he bottling out? No, he's over. Whoa, well done. Oh, well done, Dougie. That's fantastic. Yeah, what have you done to it? We'll send you the bill. Derek, are you prepared to drive that? Why? Sorry, Derek. Oh, wow, look at this. Oh, fantastic. Now, believe me, folks, the top riders do genuinely make it look easy, and I can assure you it's not. when I was speaking to Dougie this morning, I said, to achieve 12 World Championships, you really need to be a top rider. And his very honest response was that he didn't think he was a natural, and as such he had to practice hours every day, very much like a snooker player would. And his determination, having said that he wasn't a natural, took him to the pinnacle of the sport, and he's proved it. He's defended his title 12 times.
I think they forgot to clap.
Oh yeah, Dougie's quite rightly saying that there wasn't enough loud clapping. A bit more clapping for jumping over the car. I think Dougie thinks that he's being paid based on the amount of clapping. Remember, he's a Yorkshireman. Here he goes on the block again. Oh, he's, right, not bad. Oh, a wee bit of a backflip. Yep. And he's got, is he, will he, won't he? Oh, will he sticker twist? Oh, he's up there. Well done, Dougie. Don't go falling off. We don't like the sight of blood around here. Well done. Now, I've got to ask Dougie about this. I really have.
Every time I go on that concrete block, a bike turns right instead of left.
Oh, did he? Are you sure you know your right from your left?
I know that right's lower than...
Oh, right. Now, people will tell you, folks, that trials riding is a non-speed event. It's a low-speed activity. However, if you've seen any of the world rounds on YouTube or on the TV, the obstacles are so demanding, some of the rock steps are huge, that there's great potential for injury. And I'm just going to ask Dougie about that. Dougie, seriously though, have you had any bad injuries?
You're not going to ask me that before going on there, are you?
I'm afraid I am.
No comment.
No comment. He's not claiming to have had any injuries. In all honesty, what's the steepest, highest rock step you'll ever have had to ride up?
Yeah, in the indoors, they have indoor events have some kind of big step competitions, and it's around about 2 meters 10 from a sheer face, but it has to be off a concrete floor with no sort of lift, no ramp or anything. So yeah, it's all on a bit of a challenge at the moment, but I don't hold that. So I'm about 180, something like that. But yeah, no, it's a bit highly competitive at the moment.
Can I ask you, Dougie, you're now, you've had such a wonderful, successful career based on hard work and ability, commitment and determination. Would you have any advice for a young rider? For instance, I know you weren't here yesterday, but with the Scottish champion Craig Hooson, who did a few stunts for us, and he was fantastic. Now, Craig's at the beginning of his career. He's now travelling south of the border into your country to ride in British Championships, and he's a focused young lad. What's the advice for a youngster starting off in the trials game who wants to take it further?
Yeah, I mean, trials is no different to, sort of all the other sports that are going on today. With the shooting and everything, it's always down to practice. Whatever sport you do it's down to the effort that you put in, the effort you're getting back out, and yeah, you've just got to enjoy it as much as anything. I mean, when I was younger, I played quite a lot of golf actually, and then some of the bikes took over without any pressure, and yeah, just sort of went on from there. I enjoyed my training, got a little bit of sort of taste of success and wanted a bit more. And yeah, I mean, what I achieved was much more than what I'd ever dreamed of doing. But yeah, no, we got there and still here messing about with the motorbike now.
Dougie, your family are a motorcycling dynasty. Some of the older generation here will remember the TV scrambles from the 60s where your uncles Arthur and Alan participated. And then we move on to the 70s where your late father Martin was the first ever world champion. So when you decided to really commit yourself to the sport, there was surely some pressure to achieve what they'd all achieved.
Yeah, for sure there's more expectation from other people really. I've never really put the pressure on myself. It's never come from the family, which I've been very lucky that way. But on the flip side, I had the advantage of so much experience from those members that you've mentioned in the family, especially my father. And yeah, no, certainly shortcutted a few ways to sort of get to the top.
I'm I'm sure he did, because we all loved watching him as well, and we'd like to watch you do a bit more. Oh, listen, I was going to ask a volunteer to lie on the ground. Derek's not volunteered, he's been told to lie on the ground. He's a club member, so he has to fulfil club duties. Are you writing your last will and testament on a text? Oh, wow. I hope you're insured, Derek. I hope you've got private health care. The grass looks a bit dodgy and a bit slippy. Aye, and oh dear, Dougie's sizing it all up. Oh, is that phone being used as a protection? Yep, all right. I don't know why you're concerned about that region, but whatever. Dougie, do your worst. Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, he's not flinching. Oh, you beauty. You could sort out his looks. Oh, this is, oh dear, this is... Oh, right. I think he's moving with fear. He's actually shaking. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, you beauty. That's fantastic. Dougie, well done. I think what we'll do... even better. Wider, please, Derek, wider. Oh, look at this. Oh, inch perfect. Well done. Do you know, Derek's got nerves of steel. I think he's fallen asleep. Oh, it's a reverse move. Further, Dougie, further. Oh, fantastic. Now, yeah, let's have a big round of applause. But I'm sorry to tell you, Derek, we'll go right up to the other end and we'll do it all over again for the folk up this end. Are you feeling okay? Everything intact? Everything working as it should? How do you know? Right, here we go again. We'll go up this end and we'll probably get a bit closer this time. You'll not need that phone anymore. Can I have it? Anyway, folks, you wouldn't have got a close-up of what Dougie and Derek were doing up the other end, so for your benefit, we've come up this end. So, Derek, if you wouldn't mind, would you have a nice comfy lie down? Of course I would. He's asked me to take a photograph. It might be the last ever photograph of Derek Falls, but I'll do that. Oh, he says it's evidence for the courtroom. Well, he might well need it. Hey, Derek, before you sit down, could you show your back to the arena and you'll notice the word press. Well, I'll tell you what, Dougie's about to press on you, that's for sure. Now then, Dougie, you were a bit... Dougie, you were a bit cautious down the other end. I think you could go a fair bit closer. I really do. I mean, if I was lying there, I'd want you to go as close as possible. But I can't lie there because I've got to do the mic. Oh, nice one. I like it. Now, Derek's asked me to take a picture, so if you don't mind, folks, I'll put this mic on the ground for a minute, and I'll take the last ever picture of Galloway Motorcycle Club member, Derek Falls. Inch perfect. Oh, for goodness sake, Dougie, come on. Oh, this is the reverse move. Well done. Oh, yeah. Closer, Dougie, closer. Plenty of room. Back, 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 back. Oh, nice one. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, do you think Dougie should get a bit closer? You do? Well done. Thanks, Derek. Thanks, Dougie. That's absolutely fantastic. Derek, you okay? No? You able to speak? Thanks, Derek. That was tremendous. Now, Dougie, can I just have you for a minute before you do a few more stunts and ask you a couple of questions? Oh, you're trying... Oh, wait a minute. This is all a diversion. He's trying to stay away from the JCB. Now, surely it's a doddle to ride up the JCB. As far as I'm concerned, well, I'm not sure. But given Dougie's pedigree and his background, I think he should not only be able to ride up it, he should be able to do it with his eyes shut and the hands off the handlebars. Oh no, that's okay, Dougie, I've not got a helmet. No, sorry, no, I've not got a helmet with me. So, before you attempt, and I'm not sure how you're going to do it, before you attempt to ride up this, I want to ask you some questions because once you're dead, we'll not be able to answer these questions, will we? So, tell me this. Oh, sorry. Can you remember your very first trial?
Yes, it was near Pateley Bridge. I was 9 years old. I lost 3 marks and I won.
He won his first trial at 9 years old in his native Yorkshire at Pateley Bridge, so let's have a big hand for that. Yeah, he reckons there's a lot of Yorkshire people in the crowd. Let's have a hand for the Yorkies. Hey! Yep. How much did you pay them to come and applaud?
I think it was an ice cream each, but that's why I don't put the hand up there, you see.
Right. Now, Dougie, we're all looking forward to a few more stunts, but before you do, what's the ambition? You've won everything there is to win. Your career achievements, endless. You're a legend, and any young trials rider looks up to Dougie Lampkin. Even if you're getting a bit older, they still remember Dougie Lampkin. And that's because of the number of wins, 12 World Championships, 12 Scottish 60s, 12 Scottish 60 trials, the most recent one being 2018, so well done there. But what is there for Dougie Lampkin from now on? There's the Vertigo team management, there's the Red Bull stunts. I've just remembered something. If you look on YouTube, you need to look at the Italy stunt, a Red Bull stunt in Italy, where Dougie rides up the rail of a roller coaster, a rusty, unused, derelict roller coaster, and he rides right to the top. Now I'm going to ask you, Dougie, why?
Yeah, no, I've been quite lucky. I've done quite a lot of Red Bull projects. Obviously, you mentioned about the wheelie in the Isle of Man. I did one in the north of Finland in the snow and ice, which was fantastic as well. And then, yeah, I was supposed to ride in a marble quarry in the south of Italy. But there was an accident there about 3 or 4 weeks before, so it got cancelled. And they'd been looking for doing a skateboard video at this park, but it didn't really work out. And sent me a couple of pictures of it, including the roller coaster, but that roller coaster looked a lot smaller in the photographs, and in actual fact it was 22 metres up. But yeah, it took me 3 days to psych myself up. There wasn't sort of really a long way to fall, but no one was quite sure how good the structure was because it was been closed for 9 years at the amusement park. So yeah, but it's just things like that. That's what I'm doing now. To answer your question from before, is yeah, different projects like that. Still keeping me involved with the bikes. I've got plenty of ideas. A couple of things in the pipeline that we're sort of talking about with Red Bull. Something in London a bit later on in the year, and then working on a bigger project for next year. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that.
Now, Dougie, a quick question about what you just said. You said that roller coaster wasn't really all that high. Are you joking?
Yeah, no, there was a bit of handrail on the left-hand side, so when you look on the video, I'm always leaning to the left a bit, thinking, well, at least if I fall off, I'll have a chance of getting hold of that. But yeah, I had to ride it twice as well because the cameraman wouldn't stand on the top, so it's filmed by a GoPro on the top as well as at the bottom. So yeah, I knew, questioning myself a little bit when the cameraman wouldn't go up there. But
ladies and gentlemen, did you hear that? He said it wasn't too high, but the cameraman wouldn't go to the top. and he wasn't even on a bike. So, Dougie, let's have a think about a couple of stunts before you have a wee go at this JCB. So, let's see you do some more. That bike sounds really sweet. It's a very special one. Oh, no, it's not that special. Dougie will tell you it's a production model, but it looks quite well tweaked to me. Oh, he's a big tall lad and he's managed to get through the tunnel. Well done. Well done, Dougie. Oh, a bit of hopping about there. Yep. Derek's recovered enough to take some photographs. Good lad, Derek. Oh, yeah, beauty. Oh, jing. Oh, there's burning rubber there. Oh, he's up on the JCB. Oh no, listen folks, let's have a big round of applause. He's not finished yet, he's still, well done Dougie, superb. Oh, he's going right in the top. Oh, Fraser, he's going to damage Fraser's digger, for goodness sake. Oh well, it's all in a good cause to entertain us. He's coming back down. Dougie, do you need a hand? Hey? Yeah, the camera's still on, the evidence is there. Oh, well done. Oh, fantastic. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the $64,000 question is, has he got the bottle to ride up the front of the jib? Dougie? Oh, come on. Do we want to see him ride up the front of the jib, folks? Should he do it? Or is it too dangerous? Anybody in the audience like to do it? Any volunteers? You can have the bike, you can have the helmet. Dougie, if anybody volunteers, will you loan them the bike? And the helmet. There you go. So the queue starts at the gate for anybody that wants to ride up the jib. Now come on, Dougie, what are you thinking? I think he's getting a bit jittery here. Oh, he's having a wee... Oh, he's going for it. Oh no, this is a tricky bit. I can't offer any advice here, Dougie. It's oh dear. Disappointment. Huge disappointment. Come on, Dougie. You're a 12 times world champion. Come on. You can do it. You're a Yorkshireman, isn't he, folks? He's a Yorkshireman. Come on. Oh, he's having another look. He's getting jittery again. He's definitely getting jittery. Come on, Dougie. Oh, he needs a round of applause first. Oh, that'll help. Oh, fantastic. And more applause, please. Let's raise the roof here for Dougie, or he might not get to the top. It's a long way up. Oh, look at that. Fantastic. Let's have a huge round of applause. Dougie, that was very good. You didn't make that look easy. A mere mortal like the rest of us can't imagine it. Oh, big hand. Well done. Now, Daddy, do we have time for Dougie to do it again? Should he do it again? Do you think he should do it again? I think that was a fluke. That was definitely a fluke. I doubt he could do that twice. Oh, he's away over his Yorkie fans. Oh yeah, he's having a word with the natives, and he's coming again. He's looking at it. Now, sorry? Now, Dougie, let's be honest, I need to ask you a question. Were there, a little bit of jitteriness there?
There is a little bit, yeah. Actually, there's a little bit of movement in it. I don't know why, but it feels quite narrow when you get up there.
What do you mean when you get up there? It looks narrow from here. Now, I always think that top class riders make it look so easy, but if you weren't nervous, you wouldn't be focused, would you?
No, that's it. I mean, I've looked at it for long enough this morning. It's not something you find in your everyday terrain. And had around a few people around the arena as well, just adds to it a little bit. But yeah, I'm going to have another go with it.
He's going to have another go. Oh, big round of applause, folks. He's going to have another go. This is the quality that made this man a 12 times world champion. You've got a legend here today at Drumlanrig, and we're very privileged to have him here, and we're very proud to have him here. Drumlanrig and the Galloway Motorcycle Club are so pleased to have attracted Dougie here, and he was so keen to come, and he deserves all the applause. Well done, Dougie, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And the car's stopped steaming now. Oh, he's having another look at the car. Oh, that poor car. Oh, well done. Oh, Oh, he's scratched the roof. Derek, who's paying for that?